Hello students, in this video I will be making a distinction between class for itself and class in itself. This is a question which has been asked frequently in UPSC civil service examination. At the outset, I would like to tell you the fact that both the concepts, that is class in itself and class for itself, were coined by Karl Marx in his theory of class and class struggle, which is part of the voluminous book that is Das Kapital. First, I will be telling you what is a class. As per the analysis of Karl Marx, class is an aggregate of people or persons, those who perform the same function in the process of production. Means what work activity that a person is performing in the workplace, that should be taken into consideration in the matter of deciding his class position. For example, I am telling you, suppose there is a private medical college come hospital and there are 100 doctors. Out of 100 doctors, one doctor has invested money for developing or establishing this private medical college come hospital, where remaining 99 doctors are working as doctors. Though occupation wise, profession wise, all of them are put under the same class, that is all of them are doctors, but in Marxian interpretation, they are not in same class, because the doctor who is the owner of the hospital, he belongs to one class, that is the have class, and remaining 99 doctors, those who are working as doctors in the hospital, they belong to another class, that is the have-nots class. Be very clear. Then, what are the important parameters, what are the important indicators of a class? Marx is of the opinion that class has three important indicators. For example, I am telling you, first is objective condition, second is subjective disposition, and third one is political union. What is objective condition? Karl Marx was basically discussing two opposite classes in modern industrial society, and Karl Marx was really concerned for and connected with eradicating the problems of the working class, that is the industrial worker, or in Marxian terminology that is called proletariat. So what are the objective conditions of the proletariat class? You know, every worker has a bicycle to ride. Every worker is living in a thatched-roofed house. Every worker is living not in a very posh area, rather he is living in a slum area. So these are the things which can be seen related to working class. So the touchable and tangible aspect of working class means what is the salary that can be seen, what is the bicycle that the worker is riding that can be seen, what is the type of house worker lives in that can be also seen. So all these objective things, touchable and tangible entity associated with the working class is called the objective condition. Second indicator of class is subjective disposition. What is subjective disposition? Subjective disposition is something which cannot be seen, it can be realized, it can be felt. You know, in modern capitalist society, industrial workers are exploited by the industrialist. As you know the fact that in modern capitalist society, the surplus value of industrial worker is taken away from workers from the worker by the industrialist. All these things cannot be seen. Worker feels that he is exploited. Worker feels that he is oppressed. These are the feeling that is coming to the mind of the worker. All these things are constituting the subjective disposition of a class, which is a matter of realization, which is a matter of feeling. Then is political union. What is political union? Karl Marx visualized that in future Communist Party will emerge all over the world, and the Communist Party will take the responsibility of bringing unity among workers all over the world. So, political union means the endeavor of workers being influenced by the ideology of Communist Party and the development of the ability in the mind of the worker, development of the attitude in the mind of the worker, that we will end our own exploitation simply by praying to the God. Our problem will not be ended. Rather, we have to believe in our own ability in the matter of ending our own exploitation. So, in other words, I can say political union means the sense of unity, integration and belongingness that develops among the workers all over the world, being inspired by the ideology of Communist Party and getting mentally prepared to overthrow the dominance of the industrialist class, that is the bourgeois class. So these are the three important indicators of a class. And Marx is of the opinion that if a class is having truly, genuinely all the three indicators, practically having all the three indicators, then that class is a class for itself. So class for itself is a truly revolutionary class which believes that its exploitation would be ended by waging the revolution against the exploiter. And Marx says in future the proletariat class all over the world would become an example of class for itself. Then what is a class in itself? Karl Marx says class in itself is a class which has objective condition, which has subjective disposition, but it does not have political union. It means it's not mentally prepared to take to the path of revolution. Rather, it believes in God, that the division between the haves and the have-nots, industrialist and industrial worker, has been created by the God, and unless and until God wants to end the inequality, it cannot be ended. So in this way, obviously class in itself is lacking political union, it's lacking political unity, it's not really a truly revolutionary class. Rather, it believes in class division, though it develops the feeling of deprivation, marginalization, and it also is having certain objective condition related to its class position. And I can cite some example of class for itself. For example, you take the example that is peasantry in medieval India. Peasants in medieval India, they had objective condition. Peasant means agricultural workers. They have objective condition. They have had very small patches of land or no land at all. Subjective disposition. They felt that they were exploited by landlord, but they never ever believed in taking to the path of revolution for the purpose of ending their exploitation and bringing an egalitarian society. That's the reason it was lacking political unity or union. So viewed in this angle, class in itself, and its example is the peasant or the peasantry in medieval India, which was having objective condition, subjective disposition, but lacking political union. This is all about the answer of the question, that is class in itself and class for itself. With this much discussion, let me wind up the class right now. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Thanks a lot.